Hi Gemini, and welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you so much for being here. So what I'm going to do, this will be a read for you and that other person. That other person might be a significant other. It could be a person of interest, okay? It could be a friend or family member, someone you're dating, kind of that type of thing, all right? Now this will be for all Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising, as well as your Venus signs. Do keep that in mind. It is a general read, so it might not resonate with everyone, all right? I do hope that there is something that you could take with you, okay? So I am excited to see what's going to come. This will be for July 1st through the 15th, 2019, all righty? So let's see, Gem, what's in store. Now, like I said, this is a general read. If you're looking for a personal read, then go to theguidedintuitive.com and I'll get you hooked up over there, all right? All right, so a couple things to keep in mind. I might be talking about you on one side and that other person on the other side. You might resonate with either side. You might resonate with a message from either side. So just note that messages can be reversed. Okay, so do note that. All right, the sides can be reversed, and you just something might pop up, and you think, ooh, and if you start questioning yourself about it, you know that it has some sort of vibration within you that you might want to check it out and kind of dive into your intuition and kind of let that marinate a little bit. Okay. All right. So let's see what's in store for you July 1st through the 15th, 2019. All my beautiful gems. Let's see what's going on for you guys. All right. Let's see here. Cutting the deck. Let's see for you. Okay, here we go. Oh, well, let's just get this out of the way. Let's just move on with the tower, okay? Something has ended, Gem. Something has come to an end, all right? And it's almost as if, now, this could be something that you wanted to come to an end or just came to an end, all right? So this is in terms of a relationship or a situation, okay? It could be someone that you're dating, someone that you're interested in. It could have been, going through a divorce of some sort. That very much well could be the case. It's a major arcana, so there's been some sort of ending. But the beauty of this is that there is a new beginning on the horizon, okay? I'm just saying because I'm feeling it, all right? Okay, so here we go. We get the Page of Wands. Here's your new beginning here, okay? So the pages are all about messages, and it's the wands. So the wands are all about being, enthusiastic, focusing on the discovery, what's new, moving forward. What does that look like in your life? You've seen some fruits of your labor coming through here. It could be, that you've got this new beginning, and it could be, the wands is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as your Venus signs. So, Jim, that could very much well be the case. Someone that has maybe that in their chart, or perhaps you have this in your chart. But if you don't, then it could be another person. There's a new beginning that you're very enthusiastic about, and you're very inspired. Okay, all right. So perhaps this person and this new beginning, a person or this new beginning can be inspiring to you. Okay, what else wants to come through here? Yeah, this is about it comes to be a 7 card, and 7s are all about having faith. But this is the 7 of Swords, and the 7 of Swords talk about betrayal or deception. So this is about maybe you have done that. So check yourself. Okay, I'm just saying. All right, or perhaps that you have felt that maybe perhaps with another that is coming through. Okay, so that could be the case as it pertains to the Swords type energy, because that's what I'm getting here. Okay, so but there's been some sort of sneaky behavior in the past, whether it's for you or that other person. Let's continue this and see what else wants to come up here. You want something that's a little more balanced. I think you were juggling, maybe perhaps in the past that you or another person was a little sneaky in their behavior, perhaps dating other people as well without telling the other person, maybe juggling, a few people, and perhaps something had to come to an end because of that. Okay, yeah, you get the Death card here too. So something has really come to an end, and you are going through, Gem, a really, really big change right now as it pertains to, especially to your love life, and even in your life right now too. Perhaps there's been some sort of divorce, some sort of ending, and an ending to the juggling here. Okay, that could be the case. So note your comments below. Okay, but that's what I'm seeing is putting an end to the balancing of two things, and perhaps you had two people in your life and couldn't make a decision, and perhaps with that sneaky behavior, maybe at the beginning someone made it for you. Okay, I don't know. I'm just saying for some of you it could be the case. Now, or perhaps you put an end to that, but and that's and because you couldn't juggle anymore, you had to put an end to one. So let's see what else wants to come up right after that. The Queen of Swords. Okay, maybe it has to do with a Gemini Libra, Aquarius, another fellow sign. But perhaps if you're not cutting that out and taking on that energy, perhaps you were dealing with another Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or another air sign that cut it out, who wanted to be fair, but with all due respect, whatever had taken place in the situation. It is about having to cut something out. And so either you did that, Gem, or that other person did, okay? And it had to do perhaps as it relates to a lover, okay? So if you were married, maybe you had to cut out a lover or a lover to be, or they actually cut out with you, in that fact. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. How interesting. It's interesting. So that's what I'm seeing over here. Let's take a look at this other person first, okay? Before I say, let's talk about this other person. This other person has been really focused on their work right now and kind of gaining their stability at this particular moment, okay, Gem? So just note that they're working really, really hard. Maybe they've worked really hard in the relationship too, okay? Or in this situation, okay? Maybe they put in a lot of work into it, okay? Let me continue with them and see. Could be a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or someone that's kind of taking on that energy. And they're really focused on their future moving forward, on what that looks like, the future of their love, like the future of the relationship. And they're looking long term. The threes are all about communication. So perhaps there was communication, this person working really hard on focusing on their future and wanting something long term. They are focused on preparation. They're getting themselves ready to be ready. They're ready to be ready in a relationship that they really feel is worthwhile and deserving for them. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here. Okay, now that could be you or the other person, so I'm talking about this other side over here first. And this person is feeling emotionally content and very, very satisfied. Okay, so it could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as the Venus signs. And I do say the signs, but just note that the energy does trump the sign, okay? The energy is priority, all right? But this is saying is that this person is really feeling very satisfied, looking long-term, working really hard, very passionate, in terms of their emotions. They're feeling very, very stable in their emotions. And I think that they needed to be stable in their emotions before they could actually have something to truly bring into the relationship as well, or the situation. But that's what they're doing on their side. They're feeling really, really stable. Let's see what else wants to come and play, because that's a Nine of Cups. We got the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so this woman is focused on her pentacle. She's really focused on, really focused on her finances and getting everything in order, or just getting her balance and her emotional. So it's spiritually, emotionally, physically, financially, all of that kind of together a little bit. I think she's really, really focused on her coin in terms of her stability, but it's as it relates to a relationship. Okay, we'll let you know that too. And she's really taken it by the horns in the driver's seat. This is a major arcana card. This is about getting the balance that she needs and being the driver in terms of this situation. In terms of the relationship, even though that things didn't work out, was very, very sad. He or she, I'm just saying she, for whatever reason. But it's about not being focused on these, but also knowing that this is still a Five of Cups, not a Three of Cups. Maybe what your focus was on didn't work, but you still have opportunities that are behind you here. And so this person is actually just taking those and moving forward. But it was definitely sad because there was some sort of adversity that had taken place in terms of a relationship that didn't work out. Okay, so this person's balancing their emotions, but they do get a new beginning. This is an Ace of Pentacles, so there's a new opportunity that comes their way, and this person could be offering an opportunity of love to you, Gem, or they're actually getting an opportunity that's coming their way as well. But this is about potential. This is about manifestation. This is about prosperity. This is good for them because that prosperity is going to get them a balance for a relationship. And what they don't want anymore is any more strife, any more of this, let's keep seeing who's the winner. This competition type thing. They're not looking for that. And they don't want that in their life. They don't want that strife as it pertains to relationship or whatever it is that brings their foundation. You know, they've reached the 10. They've come to an end in a situation. You know, they've come to an end, whatever that is, and they're ready for their new beginning moving forward, okay? And they're just going within, trying to find out what it is they really, really want. And they're trusting their instincts, tapping into their intuition, and asking for the guidance that's necessary for them to move forward, okay? And perhaps moving forward for them was the fact that they had to walk away. So whether that's you or that other person, if you resonate more on this side, but I almost think that this other person actually walked away and that is just focused on their stability right now with the Four of Coins, because it was kind of toxic, kind of going through a little bit, and they had to end that toxic situation and really focus on, you know, the good times, the memories, the really beautiful times, and you know, something that they want, that childhood type of love, you know, of some sort that was going through. So let's go back to you. Got the Lovers card. Let's see what's after the Lovers. Looks like a lover turns into kind of a relationship of some sort. So perhaps any sort of lover gem that you might have could be something that turns into a 10 of Pentacles, okay? Perhaps it was a past love. Maybe it was this other person here. You never know, but what I'm seeing here is that it gets a happy home life. There's marriage. It's kind of that type of thing. So that's what I've seen kind of coming into place. But you were really having to make a decision as it pertains to your family life and another person, perhaps, I will see here. Yeah, and you feel like you've been left out in the dark. You know, you got the Five of Pentacles, and you kind of been left alone, and you're just taking on the King of Wands, and you're really focused on just really acting with authority and really being that visionary and that entrepreneur. And you were tied up in your emotions before and kind of weren't sure which way to go, but you just were focusing on your work. And this other person, you know, they're kind of watching. You know, they're kind of watching here, and they're going to continue to persevere. Even though they've been through a lot, they're going to persevere. When they do so, they get the Sun card. Okay, so on this other side here, they do get the Sun card, a new energy, new beginning, vibrancy that comes into their life. And I think right after that, and then the Queen of Cups, they turn into the Queen of Cups. This is nice because this is about balanced emotions, okay? This is about, you know, the Queens are really, this is about being calm, intuitive. This is also about, you know, very compassionate person on this side, yeah. And, you know, they were kept up worrying about things all the way through the process, and they just had to leave, you know, and have this new beginning, because all they wanted was balance. And maybe that was something, Jim, at the time you couldn't get, but there is some swift communication coming in through this other person here, very fast communication after them being kind of in hermit mode, but they are starting on a new beginning, the Fool, right? And for you, Jem, over here, you've got the Magician. So if this is something that you want to make work, it is something that you can use your resources with and actually perhaps identify what it is that you want. Ask your higher self, what is your truth moving forward? And you could really change things, even though some things were hidden in the past. I think you, it's nice because I think that things are hidden in the past, but I think that, you know, going within, and I think you learn to balance your emotions, become that King of Cups. So it kind of ends, you know, a little bit, you know, with this person here on this side, you know, moving into, she's got the Queen of Cups and she's got the Sun card over on this side. And, you know, through everything that was hidden and through, you know, indecisiveness and through some changes and endings, that you now become very stable, Jim, and move into the King of Cups. So what is it, Jim, that you want to say to this person, and what does this other person want to say to you? Let's see what wants to come out for you here. Let's see what that is. Okay, what is it for Jim? Jim, what do you want to say to this other person here? Okay. All right, here it is. What is it? Okay. It would mean a lot if you could just say I'm sorry, or do or say something that shows me about that you care about what happened. Okay, so there you have it here. So maybe in this situation that you really want some sort of you want to know that this other person cared for you in the process, and you want them to do or to say something of the sort. Okay, what about this other person? Let's see what that is. I don't feel heard. So perhaps this person on this side feels ignored. So I think there is some communication that's missing here, I think is the key thing here. Guys, just keep that in mind, okay? If there's anything else that you want to say, Jim, to them. Wow, you are precious. Oh, that's great. You are precious and you deserve to be treated that way. So perhaps, Jen, that you saw that this other person was really of worthy and value and that type of thing. And perhaps you really are just starting to see that and you didn't see it before. And wow. And this is a beautiful thing to say. You know, this is really, really beautiful. Perhaps that, you know, maybe in some way, shape, or form that you didn't treat that other person in a certain way, and, you know, maybe as they deserve to be treated. And I'll let you be the judge of that. But that's what I see kind of coming through. That's what I'm kind of feeling. And with all due respect, it could be a way, like I said, we all go through filters in terms of our emotions and in terms of how we perceive things coming through. And based on our experiences, they may trigger us in some ways. And it just allows us to kind of shine the light on that a little bit and say, oh my gosh, I need to work on that part, you know. And we're all not perfect, you know. I know I'm definitely not. And I know that we all are just always growing and living and evolving, right? And that's what this type of work is all about too, right? All right, so let's see what this other person would like to say as well. Anything else that they'd like to say here? I'm probably sounding like a parent right now, and I can appreciate that is a turn off, okay? And that could be the case, okay? Maybe this person is strong in one ear and you're strong in another, and so it's about, speaking to each other's talents, but you got to speak to each other to make that happen a little bit, and you have to communicate so you can kind of gauge each other and get to know each other, right? And what that is. So this person maybe came on a little bit more of a parenting type mode, and they're just saying, hey, I know I might be coming across like that. I'm not meant to be, but you know, once they say that, it's like this ultimate turn on for you, Jem. You know, on this side over here, it's kind of like, wow, you know, it's almost as if that the turn off can move into a turn on quite rapidly, but even by saying that. So it's quite interesting. And is there anything else that could help both of you in this process? Let's see if there's anything else that can really help bridge the gap a little bit, especially in getting communication out to here. Okay, let's see what that is. Okay. Inspire. Okay, so you probably feel that Jem, that you feel inspired by this person feels inspired by you. Maybe it's just the energy that you have and the connection and that type of thing. Let's see what else wants to come through here. Rejoice. Wow. Okay, so there could be some sort of of a new beginning. Could be some sort of that. Could very much well be the case. Wow, how interesting. But yeah, we get rejoice. Look how beautiful that is. So this is about the passion. This is using the crown chakra, which is the purple, and you see the solar plexus color, which is that yellow that you see coming through, but it's based and it's stemming from this beautiful passion, okay? And it's like the confidence and spirit and the spirituality with that, okay? And your inspire card was focusing on that blue color, as well as, you know, some of that deep purple too. Crown chakra, but also your throat chakra, your communication, okay? So this is about inspiring each other with communication, whether you do that with each other in some way, shape, or form, but that's what I'm seeing coming through here too. And rejoice is about, you know, to celebrate joy and delight. So celebrate each other's growth, you know, regardless, you know, and then your next card you trigger, let me see what else wants to come through here. Shine. Okay, time to shine. All right, guys, very passionate, very much so. So this is beautiful. So you can help each other shine. You can really help each other inspire. It could be some sort of as both sides grow, that you really become people that can really make each other shine, rejoice, and you inspire each other. You can learn from each other, okay? In some way. It could be some sort of soulmate, twin flame type thing, but it's one of those ones of which that you both go your separate ways, do your work, come back together, you know, and it's kind of that type of thing. So when you come back together, you know, again, you've got this King of Cups and you've got this Queen of Cups, right? So this is beautiful, okay? All right, guys, let me know how this resonates. I look forward to seeing you in the second half of July. And until then, namaste.